Okay, afternoon traders, it's a 5-minute afternoon recap. Gerald, put on oil if you can, real quick. Can you put on oil? Okay, good. We'll make this a real quick 5-minute recap. First of all, in the first video, you've seen that the extension called the high of the session this morning. That's from the first video. As we moved down, I had a target down on my 5-minute roller. That called the low with also a triangle buy that rallied us all the way up. Then I mentioned to the members and some of you in the room right now that we want to look for a 5-minute retest or a 2-minute retest, the first test of the magenta moving average. Well, we tested the magenta moving average in the room right here, right to the exact tick actually, and we got the triangle sell. Members in the room, I saw you typing in there, you got that, so congratulations on some of you for taking that trade as you typed in the chat room that you got short right here. What you want to do with the moving averages in my room, moving averages are very lagging. You can use them for support and resistance. My 3 main indicators in the room are my 5-minute rollers, 5-minute rollers, and then also my market profile and my hedge funds. And it actually called the low today on that 5-minute institutional level that we called out this morning. So as far as this goes, on the triangle sell in the afternoon, this touched the MA. Let me show you here. Okay, when we were down here, Gerald, go over to the trade station charts. What we had, here's where I called a breakdown. This is a breakdown this morning. We were trading right here in the middle of a range between my hedge fund, which is my dashed indicator, and also my LVA, low value area. And I told traders in the room about 15 minutes to 30 minutes ahead of time, we look for a breakdown here and a huge black hole in the market all the way down to this level. So when the market was right at this level, we're looking for a major sell breakdown. All we're going to do on the third test is wait for a symmetry dot breakdown, enter the trade. Target was all the way down at this level. When we got down this level, we had an extension buy setup that called the low to the tick and had a rally. Now at this level at 94, I mentioned the room, another sell setup, the next sell setup, a lot of members got on this, is the first retest of the magenta moving average. This came up, and this is exactly the sell signal you got. Right there. You got the triangle that popped up. That is an extension sell on the first test of the magenta MA. So when you're doing these trades, guys and gals, here's a couple things. We had the sell signal here from the breakdown, breaking the symmetry dots. Actually, let me go over that real quick. It happened just after 10. It happened just after 10 o'clock. There's our trade this morning. This called the high of the session, first of all. This called the high of the session. This is one that we got on this morning. Only triangle that popped up right there was the high of the session. Had a huge move down. Always project the second set of symmetry dots for your targets. And then we had the overall breakdown. On the symmetry dot breakdown right here at this level. It came down to my major support level. That's the support level that we want. You want to look for an extension to fire off on these big blue and red indicators. I saw Ron typing in the room. There's a lot of indicators out there. There's thousands, millions, and millions of indicators out there. But what indicator out there for 4 hours ahead of time, Ron, can call this to the exact tick? We'll go over to the euro in a second. Call the exact tick on that one also. A lot of junk out there. 99% of the indicators out there are just junk. And the vendors out there try to push indicators only to push them for one reason. They're just junk. You need to have an indicator that's live, that actually is leading, and that can call these breakdowns like this. This is called about 15 to 30 minutes ahead of time on this breakdown. The low is called out way ahead of time, almost an hour before it hit that low, and then this is called out almost 2 hours before it hit this high. So when trading this methodology, you use support and resistance in the room, and then what you do is you use the confirmation. Use a confirmation of the extension levels like this to get you in the trade. And it was just a beautiful setup. This was called out way ahead of time, almost 3 hours ago. This is the trade I look to take. I get the confirmation of an extension right at the retest. So when you're in the room, you can learn the methodology off of support and resistance in my big room right here. And then consequently, you can use the ninja charts to look for the extensions to pop in and out of the trades. The bottom line is this sell right here on TradeStation was gorgeous because it got HVA, high value area. It's the inside of the auction market. I know what all the hedge funds are doing, all the banks, all the institutions. This isn't some lagging indicator like 99% out there are just lagging junk indicators. This is actually the inside of the market. Throw out all the other indicators because you don't need them. This is the inside of the market. This is actually market profile. This was designed from the actually inventor or the originator of market profile, a CBOT trader, traded from 69 to 85. This is the exact same levels that the top hedge funds look at. So when you get to these levels, there's a retest short. We got the arrow that popped up, and sure enough, it called the swing high. So not only did we get the swing high this morning, the session high, okay, we also got the afternoon high, and your target's going to be the second set of symmetry dots right here. There's one, and there is two. Oops, there's two. All right? So when trading the system, make sure that you have discipline, patience, wait for these setups, and you're good to go. On the euro, okay, the euro right here, if you look at this, I said if we broke down on the euro past LVA this morning to my members in the room, here's another one. If we broke past this level right here at 40, I said here's the first test. You can take the first test, second test. If we broke 40, I got to slide down to 25.20. Then the ultimate slide down, it called the low to the tick today off my institutional levels right there. Low to the tick on the euro, we had an extension buy setup right at the low on the euro also. So when you're using these triangles, you can use support and resistance as key levels on my 5-minute chart to consequently get in with an extension. And then you have the best of both worlds. Everybody have a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow morning at 8:15.